All right, greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to VHS Movie Talk for you, the movie fans. I'm Dom Toyota, and I'm so happy you decided to join us today. So we have two new people on the show, which I'm very excited to have on, and let's get them up there. We have Sarah right here. How are you, Sarah?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Second time back, and are you feeling any type of way? Are you nervous? Are you excited?
Less nervous.
Less nervous. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
How's your movie knowledge?
Oh, after talking with you, it's very scary, but
okay,
a little bit of knowledge, I guess.
Good. And then, of course, we have newcomer to the show, Big Chris, as it says down here in his title. What's going on, man? How are you?
Doing all right, brother. Thanks for having me on.
Hey. All right. Oh, looks like we already got the comments rolling in. Kelly, hey, Kelly, what's going on? We're going to have you pop up right there. Hope you're doing well. So, guys, we have a good show for you today. A couple topics that are interesting that, I hope we all find interesting together. Let me just make sure everything's set up good on my end. We're going to talk a little bit about Spider-Man, 007, of course, Ridley Scott we're going to be talking about, and amongst some other things, and we'll kind of see how this goes along the way. You know the drill. You know how we start on a topic, go down that topic, and then we step away and go off and do our own thing. So let's go ahead and get into topic number one. And this is what I find real interesting. Let me go ahead and get this set up. There it is. Spider-Man No Way Home is supposed to release on December 17th. In December. And Kelly, you just popped up. Yay, I'm YouTube famous for once. Long time no see. How have you been? Pretty good, Kelly. Pretty good. So Spider-Man No Way Home releases December 17th here in the States. But one thing that's being very controversial right now is, as we see on the screen, Spider-Man No Way Home is releasing 2 days earlier in Finland, France, the UK, and so on. This is a big problem. This is a huge, big problem, or at least I find this to be a huge problem because of these things that we have right here. I don't know if you can see them. Cell phones, right? People aren't just going to walk in the movie and hit up Twitter and be like, yo, this happened. No, they're going to go through and they're going to spoil everything, which is a huge, huge problem. So, Chris, let me go to you first. And we've spoken before the show about you not watching trailers. And how do you feel about this?
I just, I don't know. I'll say it like this, man. All right. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, for situations like this, if there's a movie you really want to see, the way that I handle it, I just avoid all mentions of it on social media. I go dark on social media for the 1 or 2 days, So, I think that's really just, I don't see it as that big of an issue, but, for people who are really tapped in and they have all the UK, IGN UK and all these other UK folks and whatever European outlets and other people on their feeds that will be, sharing it, just go dark. Social media is not there to help you. So just go dark on social for a little bit. You won't die. You'll be just fine. You'll live.
You'll be fine. Sarah, let's go to you. And what are your thoughts about this, Sarah?
I think it's a little problematic. People are going to see that and they're going to be excited. They're going to want to share the news and stuff and everything. They're not thinking about the people who haven't seen it. But I kind of agree with Chris. If you could just go dark for a couple days until it's, premiered or until you've seen it where you are. But like I said, I don't think they're really concerned about anybody else in that moment,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think it matters, to me, I'm looking at you like, how dedicated are you? How dedicated are you to seeing this movie and enjoying it fully?
Sure.
If you're dedicated enough, you will get the hell off of social media.
I cannot wait for this movie. Sorry.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
The movie is going to be fantastic. Hold on one second. I have people over here. You can come over and talk movies. So I sent a link out to somebody to invite him on the show, and now he's inviting me to come over to his house and talk movies. That's not how it works, sir. But anyway, yeah, yeah, right. I'm anticipating this movie. You know, we have some big reveals going on. Some of the big, you know, what's surrounding this movie, right? What everybody's saying that's going on.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. How Toby and Andrew are supposed to be coming back, and of course we've had
Oh yeah,
this.
yeah. No, we got villains and
Oh yeah. See,
everybody is back.
I'm not worried about that. That's the worst kept secret in Hollywood right now, with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire being back in the Spider-Man movie. What I'm worried about being leaked is the plot of the story. Happy Hogan dies. I don't want to. I don't want to walk out or not walk out. I don't want to open up Twitter and find out that Happy Hogan dies. Now they're alluding to that in the trailers. If you watch it, sorry, I didn't mean to spoilers, but
That's why you don't watch trailers.
yeah,
You'll walk in knowing the whole movie.
yeah, and that seems to be what Sony is doing right now. It kind of seems that Sony and Marvel are kind of battling each other at the moment with what they're putting into. Wow, my boss just asked if I wanted to work Rush tonight on my day off. Thank you, sir. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's the worst kept secret in Hollywood. I think this is really bad. I do think that this movie should be released globally at one time because they are making this out to be such an eventful movie. I get it. Tom Holland's from the UK, so it's kind of catering to him and his fan base, sure, as well. But I mean, I think this should be just released all at one time.
Yeah, I mean, they have the power to do it. Like, it's Sony, it's Disney. Like, come on. If they can't like force things to happen the way they want to, nobody can.
Sure,
they're two behemoths.
Yeah, I agree. I do. My gosh, I agree. See, I took 9 months off of doing podcasting and talking movies, so I'm a little rusty right now, which I apologize. With
now,
that.
what do you think about? I'm sorry, I'm just going to ask a question that might steer it slightly on a tangent, but what do you think about? What do you think about social contract embargoes? Where, you know, a movie, Avengers Endgame comes out on Thursday and everybody's like, we're not going to spoil it until the week after or whatever. Like, what do you think about that kind of stuff?
I think so. The way I see it, after opening weekend, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, by that, when that Monday hits after opening weekend, you're allowed to spoil. You're allowed to talk amongst your friends openly about whatever, because everybody that wants to see that movie will make time to see it opening weekend.
That's what I say.
Regardless, that's how it is. If you no, this movie's been out for a month. You've had opening weekend up to this time. I should be able to talk about this movie. I don't give a shit. That is on you for not wanting to hear spoilers. Okay, so if you don't want to hear spoilers, sorry, bro. No sad, but that's on you. Like, come on now.
Yes, I'm with you on that. I was the Office asshole because I gave up that Tony Stark died in Endgame, and I gave him it was the following week. It came out Thursday. I give him that next whole week. Yeah. And then that Monday, I'm like, I'm not holding it back any longer. It's out there. Yeah. And absolutely. People were pissed at me. I'm like, how? Yep. Like, if you wanted to see it, you would. Well, we got kids and take them with.
Yeah.
Go.
I agree with you. I agree with you so hard. For those of you who are watching, go ahead and comment down below and let us know, what are your thoughts? Should we when would be the right time for us to talk about spoilers in a movie? Right? So Spider-Man No Way Home comes out the 17th. When should we be able to talk about it? Should we give you a 2-week window, a 1-week window? What should we do? Sarah, I'm going to go to you because you look very intrigued on this, and I want to get you into this conversation. So we're going to do this and go right up there. What are your thoughts on this, Sarah?
I'm kind of like you. I feel like if you want to see it, you're going to go see it. And I don't, to an extent, I kind of get it, but I don't think anybody's responsible for what you see on the internet. Like we were saying earlier, if you really don't want to be spoiled, then you'll just avoid social media. But I do agree that after opening weekend, it's very good.
After opening weekend, that is the best time to do it. Oh, did she freeze?
Yeah,
Did
no,
we lose
she's
her?
freezing.
Oh, Sarah. Oh, are you there? Yeah, you're back. You're definitely back.
Okay.
There we go. I don't know why this keeps flipping on me, but anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and head into topic number 2, right? And topic number 2 is brought to us by Joe Blow, and there's a whole lot of controversy going around with this new 007 movie, No Time to Die. Many people feel that it's too woke, which I don't find that too woke. I've seen this movie. I fucking loved it. I had a great time. I went with my buddy Grayson, and we sat and we watched this movie together, and I cried like a 12-year-old girl. But, I mean, have any of you guys seen No Time to Die yet?
I have not seen it yet.
You have not. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm just not the man, I haven't been back to a movie theater yet. I really want to get back there.
Well, it's on Vudu for $19.99. You can rent it for up to 72 hours.
Jeez.
Yeah. I'll probably just get it on iTunes. I'm old, so I still use iTunes.
Okay. There you go.
I'll probably get it there. But yeah, I'm sorry, I just haven't caught it yet. But
no, that's fine.
Daniel Craig is awesome, and their estimations. I'm assuming their estimations, how it exceeded their estimations. That was probably because of how crappy the box office has been since COVID.
Apparently this movie broke even, right? So there's been news outlets out there saying that this movie was a flop, that the pandemic made it flop, and no, apparently not. So MGM, they were forced to show their hand, and they said in a statement sent to Variety, MGM claims the film not only broke even, but it also is a huge moneymaker for them this year. Unnamed and uninformed sources suggesting the film would lose money and sorry, I should probably put my glasses on, but
categorically,
money and categorically unfounded, and put more simply, not true. This film has far exceeded our theatrical estimates in this time frame, becoming the highest grossing Hollywood film in the international marketplace, passing Fast and Furious 9 to become the highest grossing Hollywood film since the pandemic, with PVOD release of the film already doing stellar business, all while continuing to hold well theatrically. No Time to Die will earn a profit for MGM, both as individual film title and as part of MGM's incredible library. And that's brought to us by Joe Blow, that is reporting on this.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's good that James Bond has broke even.
Yes.
Because who doesn't love a good James Bond movie?
Oh,
I mean,
man.
I've enjoyed every single one except... what was his name? The one with Halle Berry. I'm sorry, I don't like her.
Oh, you didn't like that one? The World Never Ends.
Or Tomorrow Never Dies, something like that.
Is that what it is?
Die another day.
The World Is Not Enough. Is that what it is? No,
I think it's Die Another Day.
Gosh.
That's the second time.
No. Because that's the one before that. Because it was between GoldenEye and that, it was Tomorrow Something, and that one was trash.
Yes, it's Die Another Day, released in 2002.
Okay.
Wow. And that's what killed the 007 franchise.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the one before that was even worse, though. Like, it was the first one after GoldenEye. There was a lot of anticipation, especially from aging millennials like myself who had a Nintendo 64.
Hell yeah.
And we were like, yes, we're ready. Like, let's do it. And it was horrible. And the one with Halle Berry was a little bit better. It wasn't great.
I don't know.
And really, their movies didn't get good again until Casino Royale. Like, that was like, they're back. And they're for real this time.
Right. Sarah, have you ever seen any of the 007 movies?
Not the newer ones. I used to watch the older ones with my dad. I think I've seen Casino Royale, but I think that's the only one I've seen.
I love Casino Royale. That movie was, It was
Yeah.
really good.
I'm easily
Well, it's a
impressed.
good entry point for anybody. If you're trying to get somebody on to I'm sorry,
Daniel
on a
Craig.
James Bond, like just James Bond, period. If you're just trying to get
Sure.
them started in it, that's because it's really actiony. So it's a really good entry level. It's kind of like what they did with the Star Trek movies, where they redid it, but they made it a lot more action and just made it more casual. So it
Right.
was easier for people to just assimilate in. So I think that's what Casino Royale does for James Bond for sure.
So, by the way, in our group that we're in, I'm just going to go ahead and post this link if that's okay, just to kind of
Yeah.
see if all right. But anyway, yeah. So my first James Bond. How can I say this? I liked James Bond, right? James Bond was cool, but I didn't like James Bond. I wasn't like in love with James Bond until I saw Daniel Craig. Now he is my definitive James Bond, right? I know.
It's a generational thing. I get it.
It is, but because the reason I say that is so like your definitive Batman, let's just say, is either Val Kilmer or Michael Keaton, right?
Val Kilmer is no one's definitive Batman.
No,
Michael
George
Keaton.
Clooney. George Clooney is nobody's definitive Batman.
They're both horrible.
What?
And
No.
they're both equally horrible. And the world should forget about this. But Michael Keaton is, yes. He is.
Whoa.
In fact, for an aging millennial like myself, a lot of us would say Kevin Conroy.
We just got some breaking news, guys.
Uh-oh.
We just got breaking news.
Just leave it a second. I love it.
Hold on.
Right.
Jurassic World trailer shows Jurassic World yeah, I'm so excited right now. Sarah, I'm giving you flashbacks.
They just dropped the trailer?
Dominion trailer. Let me just go ahead and pull this up. I just got notified by Screen Rant. And let me see if I can pull this up.
Is it this prologue thing?
Yeah, apparently it's a 5-minute prologue. 5-minute. Wow.
All they had to do was kill the girl. I'm just saying, like, you kept the girl alive and you ruined the world. So
the official trailer. Should we? Is this a thing? All right, let's go ahead.
As long as it's not going to rip your video down, yeah.
Well, I don't think so.
For it.
I don't think so. Let's continue on this topic, and let me pull this up, and let's see if I can pull the trailer.
Jurassic World?
Yeah.
Well,
is this?
I'm just pointing out the fact that all they had to do was kill the girl, but nope.
Kill the girl. Kill what girl?
The little girl that set the dinosaurs loose, the clone.
Wait, are you caught up, Sarah? Do you know what's going on?
It's been a minute since I've seen the other. I saw the first one for sure, but the second one. Is this what we're talking about?
Fallen Kingdom? Yeah.
Okay, then the little girl must have slipped my memory.
Yeah, so it was a girl in there. She hit a button and let all the clones loose. So now the movie ended and dinosaurs are roaming the planet free. And now we live in a Jurassic World. And I'm like, what the
hell?
Shoot her. I mean, you gotta shoot her, break her arm, break her fingers. She cannot push that button.
Yeah.
Because she just literally killed a month. Now you got them things going around. They picking up tigers, trying to take off with them. Or, I mean, they can grab your kid. Like, everybody's got to be armed now? Like, really? Apparently, you can't go outside or else a velociraptor. Well, the velociraptors ain't really, I don't know, unless Blue can, reproduce asexually. But I guess they can, right? So that's a thing.
Yes. So
life will find a way. Where are my glasses? I should get some gold bloom glasses here.
Let me, okay. So let me pull this up. Let's see. Let me know if you can hear the volume, if there's volume to it. Are you guys able to hear volume?
Yes.
Really, really excited about this.
Oh, it's definitely coming through choppy.
Oh yeah, it's laggy.
Is it? It's coming through choppy.
It's laggy.
Oh man,
Yes, sir.
hold on.
It's just
How bad's the lag?
It's
pretty significant.
2005 YouTube, but the picture is fresh. It's just
It's just lagging.
God, I mean, really, just nuke them from
I think that-
space, and then problem solved. Make some Terminators to take out all the dinosaurs. I mean, these are real world solutions here. We just make a bunch of RoboCops. I don't know. We gotta do something here.
This looks.
Oh, they're putting feathers on them now. Well, that's fun.
Yeah. There's got to be a voiceover. Is it still choppy on your end, guys?
Oh yeah.
See.
So I have YouTube browser open. Yeah, it's very choppy on the YouTube. Gosh.
Yeah. Well, you might want to try downloading the YouTube video and then, using the share.
And then uploading.
Yeah.
Okay,
Try
so
that.
let's go ahead and pause that.
That's cool.
So it looks like
They've taken over.
I'm wondering if, yeah, they've taken over, and it's setting up them taking over, and then it starts going into just trailer mode. I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. I think I'm going to have to download the video and upload it that way. Gosh, I'm sorry, guys. Well, if you want to watch the video, those of you at home, you can go ahead and Google or Jurassic World 3 Dominion first 5 minutes opening scene, which means if they're releasing a first 5 minutes, we're getting a trailer soon, or maybe the trailer's tacked on at the end. Let's see. Let's go ahead.
I mean, is this like I'm just thinking like, is this like Planet of the Apes at this point? Like, are we just going to be battling to exist? But here's the crazy thing: people aren't dying, so you think they would be able to use satellite telemetry to just target
dinosaurs?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even like that. I'm mad. I was mad at the end of that last movie. She killed us all. She killed us all. And then they sat there and watched it. They sat and watched it.
Yeah.
Right, that girl better not be alive in this movie. She better not be alive in this movie. I will get in there.
So this is, I don't know. I'm really excited about this.
I mean, who's gonna miss out on a Jurassic Park movie? Everybody's gonna see it. It's gonna it's gonna hit $1 billion in a day.
Oh yeah, I agree. All right, so let's go ahead and head on to our topic number 3. I know we had a little breaking news right there, but eventually we'll I'll go back and cover it, and I'll have some clips and upload that. That's really impressive, the first 5 minutes. But anyway, so Sarah, have you ever seen Aliens at all, or Blade Runner?
I've seen most of Alien.
Most of Alien, first one.
Yeah. Yes,
but you haven't seen any of the other ones.
No.
Okay. Chris, you've seen Aliens or Alien? You've seen all of them.
Everything.
And Blade Runner. How about Blade Runner?
Blade Runner 1, not the new one.
I love the new Blade Runner. I've
heard decent things about it. I just never got around to it. But the first one, obviously, seen it quite a few times. Sure. Great premise. I really, really enjoyed. It was just good. It's just good. I really wish I could have seen all the things that I forget his name. I'm sorry, the guy with the white hair. The one that in the rain he was dying, and He was just like, I've seen the things that I've seen would like turn. Like he was just talking about all the things that he had experienced, and I'm like, I want to see that.
Sure. It wasn't Christopher Glover, was it? It wasn't. He wasn't in it, was he?
Who?
Christopher Glover.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know any of
Yeah.
the actors' names in there except for Harrison Ford. But he was the main bad guy. He was like the main replicant that was like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it was the rain scene, and it was at the end, and
Sure.
But yeah,
Well,
no, dope.
You guys are probably gonna, or at least you will probably be upset with me. Everything else after Alien 1 was garbage. It was horrible. Terrible.
What? No,
so bad. So
the second
bad.
movie.
The second, well, okay, maybe not the second movie, but
man. Game over, man.
Yeah.
See
What is that? Bill Paxton, right?
Fucking love him.
Yeah.
Okay, that movie
Alien,
is why I buy all the Alien video games, bro. And Alien Resurrection wasn't terrible. It was better than 3. Alien 3 was awful. Alien Resurrection was fun. I enjoyed it.
Like,
you have
that one. I mean, the first
Resurrection?
one. Yeah.
Resurrection.
So wait, Resurrection. That was when I can never say her name.
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver. Yeah. She comes back, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And,
she's a clone.
Yeah.
And through her, they clone the aliens, the xenomorphs.
Right.
And
they have who else is in that movie? That's
what's her name?
Winona Ryder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't the best part of it.
No.
Wasn't I'm sorry, now I forget his name. He's a character actor. He did Hellboy.
Oh, Ron Perlman.
Yeah, he's in there too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is. What? You look very surprised.
No, I've seen Covenant.
Oh, the prequel ones.
Yeah. Look, Prometheus was okay with Michael Fassbender. It was all right. But anything after Alien 2, I'll give you that. Alien 2, anything after Alien 2 was horrible. It was so bad. It just did not work for me. And honestly, I think that the Alien franchise is a dying franchise at this point. Let it die. No more reboots. No. But Ridley Scott, he has confirmed that. Let me go ahead and pull this up so people at home can read along with us. Whoa, where are you? All right. Ridley Scott has confirmed that live-action TV series of 2 of his most enduring movies, Blade Runner and Alien, are fast progressing, with the plots written for both shows. Speaking with BBC on Monday, the House of Gucci Helmer suggested the Blade Runner adaptation is being plotted as a 10-episode series. We have already written the Bible for Blade Runner, and we've already written the pilot for Blade Runner and the Bible. So we're already presenting Blade Runner as a TV show for the first 10 hours. Scott said Alien was getting a similar treatment. A pilot is being written along with a Bible of what transpires in about 8 to 10 hours of the show. News of an Alien series was first announced in December 2020. The show is being set up for Cabler FX with Noah. Holy gosh, her name just. It's weird. It's how
Holly.
it's spelled. What?
Holly.
That's what it looks like, but it's pronounced a different way.
Oh, I used to live on that street. That's why I'm like, it's pronounced Holly.
Attached as showrunner, FX boss John Landgraf described the project last year as the first Alien story set on Earth, and by blending both the timeless horror of the first Alien film with the nonstop action of the second. It's going to be a scary thrill ride that will blow people back in their seats. I don't care. I don't care. I have no interest.
Come on, man.
No. Blade Runner?
Look.
Yeah. I might check out Blade Runner.
Yes.
I love Blade Runner. Blade Runner 2049 was so good. That was a good movie. It's sad it didn't do that well at the box office because many people now don't know what Blade Runner is. It's It's for me. It's one of Ryan Gosling's best films, hands down.
Really?
For me, yes.
Better than The Notebook?
Yes, better than The Notebook.
Okay. I'm just
I
saying,
think so.
the Notebook moves me. I don't know if
Does it really?
I'm not a fan.
You're
I've
not
never,
a fan?
bro.
of
I can
Notebook,
admit to
no.
the internet, the first time I saw it, I cried.
Really?
And for that one and only reason, I've never seen it again. But it was good. It was good.
So, if you go back and watch, what was it? Water for Elephants. I know it's completely off topic, but it's the same movie beat for beat as The Notebook.
Oh, really? I mean, they
Yeah.
do that though. They do that because American
beat for beat.
audiences, we don't watch stuff from other countries. Like thanks to Netflix, we're doing that now.
Right.
But they could have made an American Squid Games, and we would have never known that it was already done. Same with The Office. I mean, there was just so much that
Or
we don't
Shameless.
consume. Huh?
Or Shameless.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna bring up
But
Shameless.
here's the thing, man. So Fox is fucking this all up because Fox, ABC, I don't know who owns. I guess
Disney.
ABC because they own 20th Century
So
Disney.
Fox and ABC are owned by Disney.
Yes. Well, not all of Fox, but 20th Century Fox, which falls under this stuff falls under 20th Century Fox. Right. So they're messing it up because they're putting it on FX. And FX has great shows. They do. But FX has not always been the most friendly to streaming platforms.
Right.
So, people who don't have a cable subscription won't be able to see it as it's coming out, as it's brand new. The fans will not be able to get to it without getting an old school cable subscription, which the people that are going to really be the huge fans of this and be there on day one, most likely cord cutters. So that's the thing that I saw with this. That's an issue. But dude, have faith, because just look at what we've been able to do with TV. I mean, this thing, and that's another problem. It's not on premium TV. This should be like, if all this was going on HBO or Netflix or someplace where it could really be the show that they want it to be and not something made for cable TV, it could be a true masterpiece, like Game of Thrones style, dude. Last season excluded, but it could really be something.
Maybe. I don't know.
I just got no faith.
What is that? What just popped up? Where's Scarecrow? Nice. Thanks. Thank you for that.
Dr. Crane is in the house.
Right. But okay. I see what you're saying. What you're saying.
Yes.
I mean, look at The Mandalorian for an example.
Exactly.
I definitely see that.
But Disney needs a new platform for these kinds of shows because, if they put this on Disney Plus and they're like, oh, it's too gory, all the children. What about the children? All that stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
It's a kids platform. It is.
Disney
they can't
Plus,
have HBO level content on Disney Plus. They can't do it. That'd be great if they did, but
See, I think there should be. I think Disney should though. I think there should be. For an example, okay, what is that streaming platform called? Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Where you can go into Hulu, you can go into Paramount Plus. I think Disney should have an outlet like that, but for an extra $4.99, you can access this part of Disney Plus, or with a code. You type in a code or your parental setup for you to be able to access this thing. I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. But
you just don't have any faith. Have faith. They make good TV shows now. Yes. And it does, and these TV shows are not beholden to movie, because these movies, they pack in so much fan service all the time. And it kind of sidetracks things a little bit. They don't have to do that with the TV shows. They don't even have to be beholden to canon in these TV shows. They could set up their own Kelvin style universe. You know, they could tell these stories that don't really impact what happens, because what happens in the movies is only a very narrow, like, you can tell the rest of the world outside of that stuff.
Right.
They could really do something original with this, man. Same with Blade Runner I love sci-fi shows, so I'm here for it.
So I wish I had Carter on the show right now, because he would be. So him and I used to work real quick before I go down there. Sarah, you were going to say something. What were you going to say?
I was just saying, I just disagree. I don't think it could go. I mean, I think it has potential, but I don't think it's going to do well. I mean, they've taken, I'd consider Alien like a sci-fi thriller, but they've taken other thrillers and tried to turn them into shows like The Exorcist. They did that and it failed. Friday the 13th, it didn't even air. They did the same thing with Scream and it just flopped.
But it worked.
So I feel like that.
Yeah, but Aliens transcended
it worked
that,
with Teen Wolf, though.
Ooh,
it
CW.
did, yeah.
And as I remember you telling me, you loved Teen Wolf.
I do love Teen Wolf, but I didn't even know it was a movie before I saw the show.
What? With Michael J. Fox.
All right, mute the mic. She's
done. Wow.
She's done.
And then
it
was Michael Fox, and then who was in the sequel? God, what was his name?
Oh,
I see
Jason
his face.
Bateman or
Jason Bateman. Yeah. Oh yeah. Blade Runner. I could see that working better. I
think they both could work, man.
I don't know. Alien is just so worn out by this point.
Alien could be like a corporate espionage thing where it's like they're at this company and people are starting to figure things. It's kind of like Westworld, where people are starting to figure things out a little bit and secrets are starting to unfurl. And then obviously you're going to have the whole horror. But I mean, they could take it from that point. I would even love a colonial marine side of it where, you know, there's a special, like the Bad Batch group. And, you know, they're sent to deal with infestations on certain planets or, you know, I don't know. I think.
You want to know how Alien's going to work?
Oh, what are they going to do?
Okay. So the only way Alien is going to be able to work on TV is if they do the Chucky treatment, the Child's Play treatment, what they're doing right now on Sci-Fi. They brought everyone back. The original,
okay.
You need everybody from the first movie, you know, to be back, or you need Ripley to be back. That's what you need to get people on board, to get people to watch the show. You need Ripley, and I'm not talking about finding a new face and casting her as Ripley.
Yeah,
we've all seen how Clarice is turning out. Granted, it's a good show. It's a very good show, but it's not tracking because it's not Clarice, who everybody is.
I think this needs to be more like Stargate, where you carry the story forward, but you don't necessarily need all the actors. I think divorcing yourself from Sigourney Weaver and the canon that is trapped, that has had a stranglehold on this series, I think you really got to break out and try something different.
So, but also too, and those of you who watch the show, it's very, I say this 1,000 times. The character is bigger than the actor. And I know I'm, what's it called? What am I doing? What am I trying to say? Gosh, I can't think of the word. But anyway, I always say the character is bigger than the actor. In Star Wars, right? And those of you who know that, I absolutely love Star Wars. Carrie Fisher died. R.I.P. to the Queen. But do I think they should have Paul Walkered her in episode 9? No, and here's why. It didn't work for me. Like, I know she's dead. Or, okay, maybe not Paul Walker. I'll get into that one in a minute. I think you should have recast Princess Leia for Star Wars Episode 9. Have you seen Star Wars Episode 9? Okay. Her scenes that she was in, Sarah, were taken from other movies. of unused footage from her, from The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. So what they did was they took that footage of unused and they wrote around that scene and around her lines. So it's like, for instance, Rey says something like, "How do I do this? I can't do it." And Princess Leia says something that completely is out of left field. And you're just like, hello? What? That doesn't make sense. So they can kind of have that set up where it's like Rey talking to her, but they're not making eye contact. And it feels very flat, and it falls very flat for me. So I think they should have recasted that role. Meryl Streep, I think, would have made an amazing Princess Leia. You seem to disagree, Chris.
No. I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just visioning how that would look, but I mean,
or at least
it didn't go too well for The Matrix.
What?
I mean, you're asking them to do what they did with The Matrix. The Oracle got recast, and they're like, something bad happened to her, so now she looks different.
Right.
You just
why do you have to say that something happened? Don't even bring it up. Don't acknowledge the elephant in the room. Look,
full of Iron Man.
Don Cheadle, for example.
Okay.
I mean, look, as a movie-going audience, we know Carrie Fisher died. We get that.
Yeah. But that's why they didn't pay attention to what she was saying. They were just happy to see her.
Yeah, true. But I mean, it didn't work for me. And I love Carrie Fisher. Yeah. There's only... Well, I don't know if I want to put this out there in the world, what I was going to say.
Do it.
Fine. The first time I've ever learned what that thing between my legs was for was when I seen Carrie Fisher in that bikini in Return of the Jedi. That was the first time I discovered I was a man, damn it. You know what I mean?
You are not alone in that.
I
That is
know.
the experience of several men across this country. So
yeah, so
everybody like the what is it? The slave girl look,
slave Leia
in Jabba's palace.
Yes,
Yeah.
So hot. That's one of my kinks. I'm just kidding.
I mean, you was watching that, but I had the same instance with Baywatch. So
there you go.
With what's her name, Pamela Anderson in Baywatch. Boom. It happens to all the young guys.
Oh yeah.
TV's the devil, children.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just, I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, that's what I have to say about that. And the whole thing with Paul Walker, I think that was cool what they did. They had 4 different people play Paul Walker in Fast and Furious 7. They had Caleb and Cody Walker, Paul Walker's brothers. They had Paul Walker's stunt double play him. And then they also had, what's his name? The guy from Fuller House.
Didn't watch Fuller House.
No?
I gave it 1 episode, and then
it
once
was
the
bad,
uncles
right?
left, I was like, well, what am I doing here?
Yeah, it was bad. What's the actor's name? Where is he? Is he not here? Let me pull him. Is he not credited? Oh, Jonathan Brunton. Apparently, like, he looked identical to Paul Walker. So they used him. They used Caleb and Cody. Kelly, yes, Queen. May she rest in peace. I'm a loyal Star Wars fan, but unfortunately, I didn't see episode 9 yet. I need to watch it. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks for tuning in. I'm so happy you're still here and watching the show. That makes me happy. But yeah. Also, too, guys, join in the conversation for those who are watching. Feel free to comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Anytime you comment, your comment will pop up on screen. Just like this. Boom. Kelly's comment there again. One click of a button and your comment pops up on screen. So please comment below. Let us know. It's a weird time. Normally we have people tuning in. Right now I don't think we've ever broadcasted this early. So not our general audience is here, but the traffic will come in. I promise it will. Let me pull up this picture right here and show you guys of what I just pulled up. Oh, wow. Google. Of course, you're linked to my phone. There it is.
Ooh, I would love the Blade Runner. I would love it if they told the story like how the replicants like first started. Like I want to see the beginning of that shit.
Yeah.
I would enjoy that story.
See, that would work.
Oh, have you seen that show Humans? It's BBC. It's kind of the same. Where they have like these, essentially human servants. Like anyway, they look human. And people use and abuse them in all sorts of ways. And then they kind of like start to rebel and yeah. Oh, this is the group?
Yeah, this is the group. Oh, what just happened?
Pinterest.
Apparently we're on Pinterest now. There it is. So let me see if I can zoom in.
Oh, wow. Who's that at the top of the picture? He looks just like him.
This guy?
No, to the right.
Or this guy. So
Yeah,
that's Caleb.
Wow.
Oh, that's Caleb, Paul Walker's brother.
Uh-huh.
That's Cody, Paul Walker's brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's John Proventhal, or whatever his name is. He also played Paul Walker in the movie. Of course, that's why they're all dressed the same way, because they were all body doubles for Paul. But he was also in the movie as Mr. Nobody. And Mr. Nobody's what do you call it? Right-hand man or whatever. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Fast and Furious 7, but
yeah, I have. Yep.
You have?
I missed the last one, but I'm all caught up. Outside of the last one.
Kelly said, I've been here just listening. I'm waiting to hear about Johnny Depp. Oh, good. Good to know. So we're actually just now heading into that part of the show. Before we move over on that topic, Chris or Sarah, do you have anything else left to say about Alien or what do you call it? The Blade Runner.
I have hope.
You have hope. Oh, that's funny. All right. So we're going to head over to topic number 4. And this is something that is very interesting. As we know, let me go ahead and pull it up here. Last year, right before I pull up the slide and we start talking about it, last year, Disney announced that they are parting ways with Johnny Depp. They're parting ways with Johnny Depp's Jack Sparrow, mainly because in the wake of the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard scandal that's going on. Same reason why Johnny Depp was removed from the third, what do you call it? What's that movie? Fantastic Beasts, and we're going to find them. But then we all come to find out Johnny Depp was actually innocent. I mean, I wouldn't say innocent. He's done some things to Amber Heard, but she was more of the one that would antagonize everything. So anyway, they announced that they are moving away from Johnny Depp, but they're still going to produce a Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, and they're still going to move ahead with a Jack Sparrow. And then Disney renamed Jack Sparrow Jackie Sparrow for I know, Sarah, I see your face. And Kelly just said, I was too sad to watch Fast 9. Every time I hear that song, I cry. It's all right. It's been a long day without you, my friend. So they now popped up and said, I am a huge Fast and Furious fan as well. Sorry, my comments are delayed. No, that's totally fine. It's okay being delayed. So Disney announced that they're moving away from Johnny Depp. They are sticking with the Captain Jack Sparrow character, but they're changing it to Jackie Sparrow. And they're doing the 2016 Ghostbusters thing when they make all the characters into a female-led cast. Now, there's nothing wrong with that when it's done right. Ghostbusters 2016 was fucking horrible.
I heard the new one was dope.
What?
I heard the new one was dope.
The new one is fantastic. I cried like a baby. Yeah, Sarah, I cried. I think I called you after the movie. But anyway. So, and besides Melissa McCarthy, I can't stand her.
Well, it's just this whole like let's change characters for the sake of changing them. But it's really like, I mean, it really is like, okay, we're gonna do a whole Pirates of the Caribbean, but everybody's black.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
I mean, when we make everybody black, when we make everybody female, like, sorry, it sucks. Like Ocean's 8 sucked.
Yeah.
Ocean's 8 was trash. Ghostbusters was trash. I mean, if they decide to do like, I don't like that. I think it's garbage, and it's and also women are more intelligent than that. It's like really cheap pandering. Like, what the fuck is happening? These people don't care. They're just trying to make a buck off of you, and then they're not even going to give you a good movie.
Right.
Like,
I agree.
The fuck.
I agree. But as we go, so as we know, Margot Robbie, and if you didn't know now, you know now, that Margot Robbie is attached to play, quote unquote, Jackie Sparrow. And yeah.
I mean, she's bad.
Margot Robbie, yeah, she's bad. She's great, but she's a horrible Harley Quinn. And we can get into that in a minute. I know I just said those words, fighting words, right? So according to Hollywood Insider, the star has apparently been looking for ways to spice up her character a little bit more and bring her into the 21st century. Despite living in the golden era of piracy, the source claims Margot wants her character in Pirates of the Caribbean film to be LGBT. This would not be a massive departure from the series, as it has always featured characters of all kinds throughout the film so far. Why does that matter, though? Why do we? Why?
Because people want to score points. They want to win over oppressed groups, minority groups, whatever you call them. They just want to win. Hey, all LGBT people like me, come see my movie because you have money.
Right.
So come here.
Real quick, Kelly says was not happy about that. In my opinion, he's a victim, and that's it. I'm not watching the next Pirates movie.
Yeah.
Look, I'm all for LGBT rights. Anybody that knows me knows I'm for trans rights. I'm for LGBT rights. There's people in my life that are trans. There's people in my life that are part of the gay community. So I stand for those rights, and I'm there to, voice my opinion in a positive way, and that'll be that. But one thing that people also know about me is, well, why do we have to do this? Like, why do we have to make it such a big deal that this character is gay, lesbian, bi, trans? One show right now that's doing it really well. There are two shows right now that are doing it really well. And Sarah, you were talking about this earlier. HBO Max Gossip Girl. Yes, that's a guilty pleasure of mine, watching Gossip Girl. Roll your eyes. It is what it is. But they have a character in that show that is trans, is a trans female. Everybody knows she's trans. Everybody accepts it. Nobody talks about it. And everybody moves on with their lives. They don't cater to giving her a plot point of somebody downgrading her and making it known that she's trans. They don't, throw it in your face that, oh, she's having such a struggle in her life that she's trans. No, we know the character's transgender. They've mentioned it once because she even mentioned it saying like, oh, I didn't have a style until I transitioned. That was it. That was the only line she said. And then everybody's just like, huh. So they move on. And it's not that big of a deal. One thing that has turned me off about watching the CW shows, Flash, Arrow. Well, I love Arrow, so I can't really, talk about that. But I mean, Batwoman, Flash, Supergirl. What put me off, Legends of Tomorrow, is they have these characters that are part of the LGBT, which is great. That's fine. But they make that more important. God bless you. God bless you.
Thanks.
They make that more important than the character's initial origin, or like the thing with Batgirl with what's her name? God, who Ruby, what's her name? Why am I just getting Ruby? God, who played Batgirl in the first season of Batgirl?
It's a Latin woman, right?
Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose. Thank you. Ruby Rose. Okay, yes, we know that Ruby Rose is lesbian or bi or whatever she is. I really don't know her sexuality in real life. But they at one point they made it a point just to stop focusing on her being Batwoman and focus more on her being lesbian. And I can't continue to be Batwoman, and I can't be my authentic self unless I tell the public that I am lesbian. And they made that. What? You look so confused.
No, I'm following.
Oh, Sarah. They made that such a big deal in the show, and it's like, why does that have to be a big deal? Why? Why do you need to stop the character from doing what she's doing to say, hey, look, I'm lesbian, and I can't be a superhero unless I tell the world I'm lesbian? Like, do you think Batman goes around and telling everybody he's dicking down Robin behind closed doors? No. That was a joke. That was a really bad joke. But they always say Batman and Robin. I am too, and because now people get more offended by the day, and it's heartbreaking that our children are growing up where everyone is offended about anything, and I've been for the LGBT rights forever. Yeah, that's very true. But I don't know. It's just, I guess it's part of that woke culture, as what they call it.
No, it's okay. So what it is in my mind, I don't think it's part of that at all. I think there is a minority within the LGBT space. Representation is good,
right? Absolutely.
But 100%. I think the kind of representation that they're getting is representation by people that are not a part of whatever community they're trying to represent.
Sure.
So I think the people who are in charge of, what they're doing for the Batwoman thing, it's like, but she's lesbian, so we have to make it about this. When there are lesbian women out there, they're like, actually, I'm just a regular person. The only thing that's different between me and somebody else is who I enjoy time in the bedroom with, but that's it. So it's like, that's why I enjoy a lot of the media portrayals of trans women lately. Like you've been talking about, like on the TV show You, or a Netflix series, both Netflix series, You, Another Earth, where they're just, these are humans that just happen to be trans. Like you're a superhero that just happens to be the superhero comes first.
Right.
This lady on Another Earth, the sci-fi show, she was the ship's doctor. You're the ship's doctor, but your transness is not central to who you are. Like they really, and I think it's kind of damaging in a way because, people in Kentucky, only thing that they know about LGBT people are what they see on TV. And if they see on TV that people from this community don't know how to do anything other than shove their lifestyles down somebody else's throat, put it out there first, don't let you get to know them, this is what you have to get to know about them is this, it's just not good. So I just think that, there's a lot of people, when they make this stuff, it's non-LGBT people, it's disconnected folks making it, and they're really not getting that people in this space are a lot more multifaceted, and their lives don't revolve around who they have sex with.
Sure. But here's another interesting thing. And Sarah, I see your face lighting up. And
yeah. She's gonna go. I want to hear what she got to say.
Before we get to that, the producers of this Supergirl, Batwoman, Arrow, Flash, they're all part of the LGBT community, which I find that very interesting. But anyway, Sarah, let's go to you. What do you have to say? I see your face lighting up and smiling, and it seems like you got something to say.
No, I agree. I don't think it needs to be, in a certain sense, I think it almost gives the community a bad rep. Like, I agree with Chris. I think representation is important. And, like you said, a lot of people don't know. And if you see it on TV, I think it's very educational. But at the same time, I do agree with Don. Like, it doesn't have to stunt the storyline. And I think a lot of shows do it terribly. I don't know about Gossip Girl, but like Euphoria does a good job of portraying a trans woman, and at least in my opinion, in my experience. But I do think it is. It doesn't need to stunt the character or the storyline. Like, it shouldn't be as big of a deal as. I mean, it is a big deal, but it shouldn't be made into one all the time, I think.
Sure.
Yeah, some will make it into a plot point. It's sensational, like it's new and.
But like with Batgirl, like you were saying, why does that have to stop her from, doing her thing and being Batgirl?
I don't know. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Batwoman comes out.
Have either of y'all seen Star Trek, the new Star Trek movies?
Yes.
They did a thing where they made the character Sulu, the Asian proxy on the show.
Yeah.
They made him gay.
Well, that's because the actor in real life is gay.
Yes.
So
but the actor in real life, George Takei was like, they didn't have to do that. But the way they did it, it didn't interfere with the story. It was like, oh, and this guy just happens to, that's his partner. But he's still flying through space, shooting bad guys and doing what Sulu does.
Exactly.
And Sulu, when he didn't do the old Harvard thing, where every single opportunity guy, oh yeah, by the way, I'm gay. Oh yeah, and gay people like myself. And no, he was just a character. Yep. And then when they showed his family, they showed him and his husband and their child. And that's it. Like, and such a little part of it.
Yeah. And it was, I don't know, when you do things that are, that's the problem with Hollywood. And as much as I want to be involved in that world and work in that world, subtle is more. Doing things that is very subtle is so much more impactful than doing grand gestures like, oh, by the way, I'm gay, because you know what I mean? My character needs to express this. No. So I definitely see what you're saying, and I understand it. And Sarah, I understand what you're saying. And it seems like we're all on the same page here. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I like Margot Robbie as an actress. One of my favorite movies in the whole world is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That is hands down my favorite.
What?
What do you mean?
I mean, the last 10 minutes of it was pure gold, but that was a slow movie, bruh.
No, I was glued to that movie the whole time. I went with my ex-wife and we went and watched that movie, and she kind of fell asleep a little bit, which is fine, whatever. But I was sat there and I was just fucking glued. I thought it was so good. Hands down, one of the best Tarantino movies to date, in my opinion.
Okay, now, sir.
What?
Sir.
What is the best Tarantino?
Are you saying top 3 for Tarantino movies?
Yeah, I would say top three.
What are the other 2?
Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
What?
No. Go finish the list.
I was just started watching that the first time a couple days ago.
See, and this is a hard one. Kill Bill is good, but it's not my top favorite. I like Django Unchained a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that movie was so good. So fucking good. So yeah, Pulp Fiction, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Django Unchained. I fucking love Jamie Foxx as an actor, and how he was in that movie was so good. Samuel L. Jackson in that movie has got to be my favorite fucking character in that whole movie.
You let that nigga on that there.
Yeah.
You let that boy right there.
Yeah. So those are my top 3 Tarantino films.
I fucks with you on that. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair
How
enough.
about you?
I like. Look, I'm a casual. I'm not a movie. Whatever. I can't appreciate things like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood the same way that you would.
Right.
So
and well, all film, the way I see it, all film is subjective. So that's
fair
the way
enough.
that's the way I look at it.
Look, Django Unchained, Kill Bill, and Jackie Brown.
Oh, Jackie Brown.
Yeah. Pam Grier looking fine as fuck.
Yep.
Samuel Jackson. I forget the old guy's name, but he's great.
Man.
The bail bondsman.
Yeah.
It was just such a good movie.
Ooh.
And I didn't expect it to be good. Like I think I just came home from college, and I think my mom was watching it, and then I just like, what the fuck is, and I just glued. It was so good.
Kelly wrote, what did she write?
Is
the best, I think, in movies and TVs.
For shizzle.
Yep, I agree. Honorable mention, I would have to put Inglourious Bastards.
See, I never saw that one.
Really?
I heard good things about it though.
Yeah, so good. Sarah, how about you? What is your favorite Tarantino movie?
You just give us one.
Well, I just started watching Pulp Fiction the other day. I haven't finished it, but I like it so far.
That's good.
Otherwise,
A lot of people like that movie. Ugh.
Oh, you don't like it? You don't like Pulp Fiction?
I just think it's overrated. I think it's overrated. It's the fandom, the fanaticism behind this movie. It's crazy.
Right.
So
sorry, somebody is trying to video chat me. They're asking me, how do I join the show?
Oh.
No, buddy. Can't. So go notes after the show and let's make it big. Yeah. So I don't know. But
that was the last topic.
So those were the 4 main topics. I wanted to keep it short this time, just to make sure that we didn't have too much of a long show. I made it 4 topics just in case not everybody showed up, and because I like having big topics and different things. Probably a little later on tonight, after we wrap up the show and I get something to eat and kind of recharge, I'll be doing a Chayota Live, which is my that's a little less professional show, and it's one of those things where we can take our bras off and I let our hair down and just relax and have any time. What, Sarah? You look so.
no,
but it's one of those shows that we kind of just hang out and we talk about different topics, and I bring up some bizarre files that I have, and just that is more of my radio show type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I want to, Chris, thank you for coming out and being a part of the show today, man. I really enjoyed talking to you, and you are somebody that I definitely look up to. So thank you for coming out and being a part of the show. Hopefully you can come on again whenever you're free. I know this was kind of just throw it at the wall and see if you'll be interested in doing it, which thankfully you came out and do it, man.
Yeah, for sure, brother.
Yeah. Least favorite. Somebody just asked.
Oh, least favorite Tarantino movie.
Least favorite Tarantino movie. Oh man. Is Dusk Till Dawn? That's not Tarantino, is it? No.
Yes, it is.
No. Least favorite Tarantino movie. Hateful Eight. Hateful Eight, hands down. Hateful Eight. That's my least favorite Tarantino movie.
I could live with never seeing Reservoir Dogs ever again.
I've never seen Reservoir Dogs.
Because that's the one with like Mr. Pink and all those different colors, right? Yeah, no, I could live without seeing that one again.
Really?
Could definitely live without it. Yeah, it just I expected more. I watched Usual Suspects, and then I went to that movie. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be just as good as that one. It wasn't. Not even close.
Really?
So Reservoir Dogs is that's me.
Sarah, how about you?
You know, I'm looking at this list of Tarantino movies, and I don't think I've seen any of the other ones besides.
Read some of them off if you can.
Okay, let me start at the top. Pulp Fiction, Once Upon a Time in
Okay.
Hollywood. We talked about Kill Bill and Glorious Bastards. Reservoir Dogs.
None of your show.
Unapprove.
None of your shows are professional, Dom. Love it. Sorry, keep going. I
Well,
apologize.
I think I have seen Hostel.
That was Tarantino?
Was it really?
Probably. I'm not sure. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, if Google says it, it's correct.
Oh yeah.
Right. Gotta consult. The Wizard of Oz. That doesn't seem right. The Muppets Wizard of Oz. Is that a Tarantino movie?
Okay, no. So, all right, I see what you're doing. Tarantino was either a producer or he was in those movies. He didn't write or direct. Kill Bill. Let's see.
Let's see.
So, Uma Thurman, Quentin Tarantino. There you are. Also, in every Tarantino movie, you see feet, by the way, if you didn't know that.
Why?
Just his thing. He likes feet.
Oh, I mean, that's interesting.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
to work your fetish into your movies and then still be seen as one of the greatest to ever do it, why not?
Yeah.
Because you can. That's like, okay.
I hate using IMDb, but let's
Yeah, this Reservoir Dogs just wasn't it. I really was expecting more.
let's see. Quentin Tarantino. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of wanting to see House of Gucci.
Really.
Same.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Tarantino's almost finished with his filmmaking before he retires. By the way,
Isn't he doing another Kill Bill?
he is. He's doing Kill Bill 3. Django Zorro, get the fuck out of here. They're
What?
making another Django movie. It's called Django Zorro.
I'll take it. Whatever. I'll take it. Give it to me.
Django/Zorro. 2022 pre-production.
I'll take it.
Where's everything that he's written? I'm looking for work that you've written. Writer. Let's see. Okay. He's credited for 30 films. Holy shit. Kill Bill Volume 3. No. Let's see. Actor, director, 21 movie credits. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Hateful Eight, Django Unchained, Kill Bill, Whole Bloody Affair, Inglourious Bastards, Death Proof, Grindhouse, Kill Bill 1 and 2, Jackie Brown, Four Rooms, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, My Best Friend's Birthday, Lovebirds in Bondage.
Now, Jackie Brown is number one for. I've heard some people mention Jackie Brown as like their favorite. Some people have placed that above Pulp Fiction.
Jackie Brown.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No, a flight attendant with a criminal past gets knocked. See, when I hear Jackie Brown, I'm thinking of Jackie Brown. What are they saying? Least favorite Tarantino movie, Robert Rodriguez, From Dusk Till Dawn, Hostel, Eli Roth. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Andy who's typing in right now. He's normally part of the show. But he wasn't able to join in and do the show today. So, but again, I don't know why my eyes are watering and my nose is starting to run. Allergies are a bitch.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Chris, once again, thank you for tuning in. He said, I don't like Reservoir Dogs either. it was his first movie. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool that it was his first movie. That probably explains a lot.
Had a great cast.
It did. Joe Pesci was in that movie, wasn't he?
A lot of good actors in there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
QT wrote True Romance. Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know he wrote True Romance. With that being said, again, Chris, thank you so much for tuning in and being part of the show. Like I said, I really appreciate it. And hopefully we can do more of these, and hopefully I can be a part of your show and jump on at any time when you do it. I know you send out a message and ask. Normally when you do that, I'm either at work or...
We go live Friday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern.
See, that's the problem, man.
You work
I'm
nights, right? Your second shift?
Yeah.
Second shifter? Okay.
Second shift.
Maybe we'll figure something out for a weekend.
Oh, yeah. And the lovely Sarah over here, second appearance on the show, second debut. You're starting to become a regular around this part. How does it make you feel?
I mean, like I said, I'm here for the ride.
Do you feel lost? Do you feel lost without Andy and Russell?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Those
like
are your the what?
It's like a hole is missing.
Oh, I got you. Well, hopefully that hole doesn't have to be a hole for too long. Hopefully we can fill that up quick. Guys, again, thank you. Jackie Brown had Robert De Niro in it. Okay. That's who it is. For those of you who are watching the show, go ahead, keep leaving those comments down below. Once the show's over, we can definitely interact with you guys. Also, we are coming back with Chayota Entertainment news, as we're doing right now, VH Movie Talk. We are coming back with our Star Wars show, Campfires on Dagobah. That returns back in December, or coming up in December, because Star Wars starts back up again. Carter's comic book room collection thing that he does, that's coming back too as well. And of course, Andy's tips and tricks, that will be coming back as well. So we got a whole bunch of these shows on the channel on Chayota Entertainment Network that we will be bringing the sweaty. I'm Dom Chayota, and remember, kids, always let the Wookiee win. So I'll see you later.